Hello everyone, my name is Tommyte and welcome to a FTB invention. So I have made a free automated mining system for the early game. So what you have is you have two mining turtles and you have an arcane boar. So you actually mine with the arcane boar, and the mining turtles make sure that it will go fully automated, so you don't have to actually pick it up just like a quarry and then place it down somewhere else. This will basically run forever if you don't stop it manually. So yeah, let's show you how this works. So we are going to start up main, same here. Then you will see that these will start working. And there you go. Starts working right there. So yeah, that is great. We are actually getting dirt. Yeah. So this is pretty slow, as you can see, but you can bump that up. We can actually, of course we are in creative, so we can easily enchant. So we can get some of that, and then some of this. You can get that, can get that, and that. So just getting some overpowered enchantments. Okay, I put silk touch on there, doesn't really matter. You can see that it already goes a lot quicker. You can of course put efficiency 5 on here easily, and efficiency is and silk touch you can also get on a pickaxe of the core, so this is all pretty much possible. So this will mine fully automated and it will load its own chunks, so it will actually always keep running. Now let's talk about the cost, shall we? It is basically free. It doesn't consume any power whatsoever, and as long as you got repair 2 on your pickaxe of the core, this is basically free as well, because repair 2 and efficiency 4 with no how is it called, with no Perdito jar near here, because Perdito will speed up the arcane boar. Without that, just with efficiency 4 and repair 2, the pickaxe will actually repair itself just as fast as it will break. So there you got the perfect speed. Actually, it is just a tiny bit slower than this, but it's really not too bad. It actually goes pretty quickly. Although it doesn't seem like it goes this fast, but a quarry doesn't go too fast either. So keep that in mind. This is also early game, so it won't be your awesome frame machine from Red Power, because that is just way better. I totally admit, a frame machine of Red Power, which is currently not updated, so you can actually use that. But if you could use it, then yeah, that would be much better. I do agree. But this is very early game, and for early game, so little resources needed to build this, this is actually a very nice mining system. It only requires 4 mods. You need the ender storage, you need chicken chunks, you need computer craft turtles, or just computer craft, and palm craft. And that are actually all the 4 mods that are required to build this. So how do you set this stuff up? Well, let's go in here. So you need, let's go in here, you need 2 advanced or normal wireless mining turtles. So that are just a wireless modem, which is an ender pearl. So you do need some ender pearls, because this requires an ender pearl, that this too. So you do need to go enderman hunting. But yeah, that will probably be even the hardest part to make this. So you also need a diamond pickaxe. But yeah, like I said, you don't need to use gold or advanced computers, you can just use the normal stuff. I just like to use the advanced computers for demonstration purposes. And then you need 2 chunk loaders, which are made like this, so some obsidian, some diamonds. So you do need to have done one solid mining trip, and then you actually should be okay. So some of this for the 2 normal ender chests. So you need normal ender chest or just whatever color you like, and you need 3 of another color, whatever one you like. But they can't be the same color, that is basically the problem. You need to have researched the arcane boar base, the arcane boar, the pickaxe of the core, and the wand of excavation. And the iron cap wooden wand is very easy to make. You can of course use better ones, but that doesn't really matter. If you would use that, then it would basically be a waste of your resources. But you could if you want to. So let's get these things out, and then I will show you how to build it. So first thing you do is you get yourself some coal. Well, 64 should be enough. Then we're going to place one of one color and one of the other color. And do I have weird glasses? Yes, I do. Okay, so sometimes you got these strange light glitches. I really don't know why. As you can see, my Minecraft is spacing if I look at that. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. Then I want to place 2 of these turtles up in the sky somewhere. That also doesn't really matter where you place it, just make sure that there aren't any obstacles nearby. If you know that there are trees like this tall or that tall, then you should place your turtles right there. If the trees are lower, then you can place your turtle just there. That is just fine. In my Let's Play series I used a flat world from Mistcraft to place these in. And yeah, that is running smoothly for an entire day now, so I don't really worry about it. I'm getting tons of resources. So place these right there. And then we want to fill this one, the back one, with a chunk loader there. And one of these ender chests there. You can actually place put those away because we already used those, like that, and then chunk loader in there. Do place these items in the exact order that I placed them, because I am going to provide you with a Pastebin code, which means that you can actually just get the code without having to code it yourself. So but it does mean that you have to place the items in this exact order or it won't work. So do know that. If you got any problems with the arcane boar not being placed or the ender chest being placed at the place where the arcane boar base should be placed, then yeah, you know why. You have to put these in this order or it simply won't work. So when we've done that, we can actually do that. We can check in here and you can see that we got actually quite some dirt now. In not that much of a time actually. And this is running smoothly still. Oh yeah, that is a strange thing. So, well, this is actually not strange. It says junk loader doesn't belong to you, so you can't actually change it. Also, the arcane boar won't actually be rendered well or something like that. Oh, that does move. Okay, then yeah, okay. But the actual boar won't move like it normally would if you would place him. And there also isn't a green beam, which would normally be there too. So yeah, do note that it is a little bit glitchy, but functionally it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now I'm going to provide you with the 4 Pastebin codes I'm going to give you. I will also put those in the description so you can easily just copy them, also with the name and the turtle that you should put it in. So give me a second and I will get the codes. Okay, so let's go in this turtle right there. So this is basically the main turtle. So I'm going to go Pastebin and then get, then M3 EJJ N1I, and then I'm going to call it main. And success. And I'm also going to get Pastebin, and this is more important. Actually, this is get pq chXJ. It is capital sensitive, by the way, so you should note that. TF, and then you want to call this load. Do call this load, otherwise it won't work. So that, and that is alright. Then I'm going to get the ID, because you will need the ID of the computer. So this is computer number 10. Okay, and then I'm going to get two codes for this one. Pastebin, oh, it's only Pastebin get, and then 68GZFR3M. Then I want to call that main as well, and then Pastebin get FBQQW81Q, like that, and I want to call that dig. Do call this dig, because otherwise it won't work either. I think you can actually actually call this differently. You don't have to call this main, but you do have to call this dig. But just call it all the same as I do. That is just the easiest. Then I want to get the ID of this computer number 11. Then I'm going to go to edit main. What I want to do now is I want to switch out these IDs with the ID of this computer right here. So that was ID number 10. So I want to change that with 10. I want to change that out with 10. And that with 10. And then save. And then I'm going to exit this. And this was ID 11. So I'm going to do edit main and switch all these 6's out for 11. So with me here, this is 11, that is 10. You have to check your own computer IDs and change them to your own computer IDs. So do note that too. And then here we got a sleep. This one is kinda important. A turtle. This mining system can mine out a entire tunnel. That wasn't what I meant to do. A mining system like this can mine out an entire tunnel of like 65 height in about 2 hours. 2 hours are exactly 7200 seconds. This is 7,000 seconds. So I want to change that to 2. This is exactly 2 hours. But if you have like a lower Y level, you have a Miscraft age and you have a flat world and your Y is, I don't know, like 55 maybe, I don't know, 55 height, then you can actually change up the thingy, change up the time. And also if you want to let it run for longer because your Y height is 80, then you should make this longer. You don't have to, of course, but that means that your drill won't mine the under layer, so you might not get a dime from that if you don't change this time. So this is basically the time that it will run. It is just a little bit longer because it also has to execute some programs, but do note that. So you are totally free to change that, of course. And then you are almost done. You only have to do one more thing. In this chest with that is right there and here in this corner, So that color, I used white, black, white. You should place 2 stacks, maybe 3 stacks of coal in there, or you should at least get some coal in there. Because if the turtles run low on fuel, they will place this chest down and get coal off it and refuel. But if they can't refuel, they won't run. So you do need to keep this stocked. But like this drill, this mining bore, will actually mine way more coal than it uses, like stacks upon stacks more than this uses. This uses very little coal, maybe 1 coal per like 5 cycles, something like that. So it is just very little amount. So right now you are semi ready. You're not fully ready because it won't. Well, this will run forever until you log out or the server restarts or whatever. You actually need to edit startup. That is the last thing you need to do, and then shell.run, and then the program, your main program, so what I call main. So shell.run and then brackets and then other type of brackets and then main, or just a program that you called your main program. I call it main. So if you would exactly copy that, copy what I just did, no problems for you. So shell.run, and then we call it main on here too. And now, as soon as we do startup, like that, and start up, it will take a while. Yes, and it refueled right there. And if we go here, we can see that 2 stacks of coal have been taken. And now it will take days before these turtles need to refuel again, because I just ate an entire stack of coal. And we'll place that in and we'll start mining. So I do suggest giving this a level 2 repair. You should really do that with repair 2 and efficiency 4. This will make it so that it will use exactly the same durability as it regains. So now it's fully automated. You just let this run and this white chest will start filling up. So you can hook a sorting system up to this and you will be fine. You will get tons and tons of resources. I have let this run on my Let's Play series over one night, so really not too long, just letting this run over one night in a 24/7 server with a server reset every 2 hours, so it will actually reboot the server. So, and when you reboot the server, these turtles will reset, and I will show you what happens when they restart. So I'm going to terminate these programs that are running, then I will start them up again to simulate a server restart. Why do I keep pressing? Why do I do that? Okay, that is really stupid. So server restart has just been done. Then we can see what happens, and you can see it will actually break everything down greatly with no problems whatsoever, and it will just rebuild it there. And as we go to the chunks, you can see that this loads 2 chunks, which is that chunk and this chunk, and this will now load this and this chunk again, so these turtles will never unload, and this turtle will pass the boundaries for right now. And yeah, this is completely self-sustaining. This will run forever as long as you don't touch it. Of course, if you terminate the programs, it will wait until you relog or just restart the server, then they will go running again. So I suggest breaking them before or breaking them if you want to stop the entire program. Also, a potency potency 3 on here. I think that will make this wider. So the more potency, I use potency 3 and it needs 2 hours to get down 65 blocks. So if you would have more potency on there, you would get a bigger width, which means that you will need some more time to actually reach the bottom. But you need to figure that out yourself, of course. But if you just do the exact thing I did, so get potency 3 on here, so let's do that real quick. Potency 3, I think this is it. Yes, now it will have a width of 11. And now it's basically perfect. It is now exactly the same as I used it, so if you would copy this entire thing then you will be fine. The Pastebin codes will be in the description below, so I suggest going there, and I will also put the name of the turtle and the name that you should call that program in there. And yeah, that is basically it. So a very cheap early game mining system. Of course you do need to start with Thaumcraft, but Thaumcraft is a pretty good mod to start off with. So I suggest doing this and you will get huge amounts of resources very early. And yeah, this was me for today, and I hope you all have a very great day.